If you feel stressed about university, let me tell you one story about one student that I respect extremely, and I will reveal at the end who it actually is. This guy grew up in absolute poverty in an absolutely expensive country, Switzerland. He had to run away from home when he was about 16 years old, but that's another story. Then he started an apprenticeship at a local factory, which of course paid him the wage of an apprentice. He had to pay his own rent, his own groceries, basically all of the general costs of living, the wage of an apprentice. After the apprenticeship, he realized that his curiosity isn't satisfied. He had a deep fascination for electricity, mechanics, physics, how things work. That's when he realized the world is way too interesting to not go and study. He enrolled in an electrical engineering major. The school saw his potential, so they supported him with his bare minimum needs financially. So he kept living in extreme poverty in a dorm room. The guy in the next room to him was addicted to smoking plant, and something must have been off with the walls because he always smelled when he smoked. Also, the neighbor was listening to really loud music, basically 24/7, and it was as loud as if the speaker was in the room of our protagonist. That didn't stop him from studying the things he loved and understanding more and more of the universe. He had to survive off of 5 francs in an extremely expensive country per week. So most of the time he just bought a big loaf of bread and a big jug of yogurt and only ate that for the entire week. But he still took care of his body by working out regularly. Also, if he had a question back in the days, he couldn't just ask ChatGPT or Google it. He had to write it down on a paper and spend an entire day in the library just to find some encyclopedias where something similar was discussed. Keep in mind, this is electrical engineering, which is an extremely difficult thing to study, by the way. But the good news is that he was naturally really smart, so a lot of things just made sense to him. He didn't even know what kind of job opportunities there were. He just studied it because he loved it, and he made really good grades. That's why he caught the attention of one professor. They kept in touch and they started to form a bond. After graduating with what had to be his master's degree after the Bologna reform, the professor offered him a position to teach computer science. It was when the first big paycheck hit. It was around that time when he met his beautiful wife and had his first son. Later on, he climbed the career ladder with an IT startup and many different leadership roles. That was also when his second son was born. Now he has an amazing job, even gets side income because he invested in a lot of real estate. His sons can afford to live the life of their dreams by traveling in their 20s and studying whatever they're interested in, where his older son inherited the curiosity in science, philosophy, and how things work, and the younger son inherited his hustler mindset. This story was about my father, whose birthday was about a week ago when I was stuck in the exam season. This video should be 1, a birthday present for him to show him how much I respect and how much I love him, and 2, motivation for you to show you what is possible if you just keep pushing through the hardships. We give way too much attention to random celebrities, so write the story of your parents into the comments to show them how much you respect them and to give them a platform as well. See ya.